So some of the fun stuff that I loved about Femprov was it wasn't just getting up and doing some improv scenes. There was this whole sense of that we were theater, that we were production, that we were like, let's explore boundaries. What the hell can we do here? So Comedy Day, I have this incredibly strong memory of the stage covered with those little round trampoline boundy things, and we did a number where we just bounced from trampoline to trampoline to some like John Philip Sousa music or something, or
the Go-Go's.
It was the Go-Go's. It was the Go-Go's, and and it was like totally fine with us. No one else did anything at all like that. People would get out and grab a microphone, but we were like. And then there was the Alien Fashion Show. Now that was like not necessarily improv, but it was a production number, and it was fabulous, and we had amazing costumes and characters. So this style of being together, of improvising together, allowed space for characters to develop. And then those characters could come into different scenes and such, instead of it being improvising from here up. Funny.
We also use those production numbers as our openers.
Opening numbers,
to sort
absolutely.
of, introduce ourselves, and we all could sing more or less. Some better than others.
Yeah, no, there was great singing. We had wonderful piano players who would join us from time to time. Various people. I think for most of the shows we would have a piano player. And because I think music is really an important part of just about any show, but of improv. Having musical introductions, intros, outros, making it feel like a show. And I loved that aspect of it. It's like, here's a performance. My costume for the Alien Fashion Show was a joke that you would get if you knew art. So it was like, find the people in the audience that get this joke. It was I made a torso that I wore that had no arms. So I came out wearing it. It was like decorated and stuff, and it was from the designer Milo Devenus. And then there would be a beat, and I'd go, yeah, she got it.
We also sang during the show.
Singing during the show, there was we sang blues like crazy. Our blues verses were just killer, so funny, and I don't recall anyone repeating stuff because it would always be a different kind of suggestion. Everybody really listened to each other, which I loved, and then we'd have a big final number as well, where we'd sing songs to a person. We would torment this person, or we would really entertain this person and make them very happy. And each of us would have a set piece of music that we would sing to, so it became like a parody, but we would make up the verse specific about that guy, because we interviewed him first, or her first. I hate that, him or her, and get the information, and then we would each sing our little verse specific to them. And the thing that happens when you treat an audience member well is you create this benevolence, and it becomes a circular kind of energy instead of like, people who like attack, which prevented people from sitting in the front because they didn't want to get attacked. But I think for our shows, they like to be up front because maybe they'll sing about me.
I think I can remember a show, and I don't know if we did this all the time, and we didn't have a piano player, but it's in Santa Cruz, and we invited people up on stage to be part, and we'd give them a little bit of direction, and then they would take part in a slideshow or whatever.
God, yeah.
So
slideshow was great because they didn't have to say anything, but they could. Sometimes it was just a real good example of making the audience member look good, because they would, like, with each new slide, get into a new position, and they'd go. But everyone around them would create something new and make them the center of attention, make them the star, and then the brilliant commentary from the slideshow giver.
Right.
again, making them look good, and aren't they wonderful, finding out about them and stuff. I really liked that, the warmth, that the relationship that we had with our audiences.